You don't need $1 million to be thankful, you just need momentum. I'm Vladimir Nemchinov, and today I want to talk about the power of small wins, because if you can learn to be grateful for progress, you'll never run out of motivation. When I started my financial journey, I thought success meant big numbers, a six-figure income, a new property, a fat investment account. But the truth is, my life started changing the moment I celebrated small wins. Most people ignore them. They say, it's only $20, or I just paid off one credit card. But those little moments are the building blocks of freedom. They're proof that you're taking control, one decision at a time. Level 3 of the wealth game is saving your first $1,000. It sounds simple, but that first 1,000 is the hardest you'll ever save. Why? Because it's not just about money. It's about mindset. You're changing the story from I can't save to I can. Think about what that means. For the first time, you're not scared of a flat tire. You're not panicking when a bill shows up. You're ready. That's worth being thankful for. Gratitude changes how you see your money. It turns frustration into focus. When you start seeing your progress as something to celebrate, saving stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like purpose. Let me tell you about Maya. When she first came to me, she was broke and tired of feeling behind. We built a budget, and she started saving $50 a week. At first, she rolled her eyes. She said, $50? That won't change anything. But she stuck with it. 4 months later, she had her first $1,000. She told me, Vlad, I can finally breathe. That's the power of small wins. The problem is, most people don't notice them. They compare their beginning to someone else's middle. They scroll social media and see people investing thousands, buying houses, talking about net worth, and they feel small. But here's the truth. Everybody starts with a first win. Gratitude for small wins keeps you grounded. It reminds you that you're playing the long game. And it's not just psychological, it's practical. Studies show that people who regularly practice gratitude are more consistent savers. Why? Because gratitude reduces impulse spending. You stop trying to fill emotional gaps with stuff. You already feel full. This Thanksgiving, don't just be thankful for family and food, be thankful for growth. Maybe your emergency fund isn't where you want it yet, but it's further than it was. Maybe your debt's still there, but it's smaller. Progress is progress. Reddit is full of people asking, how do I save when I barely make enough? And my answer is always the same. You start with what you can, not what you wish you could. If that's $5, fine, because $5 becomes 10, 10 becomes 100, and momentum becomes habit. Consistency matters more than capacity. I've seen people making $40,000 a year outsave people making $120,000, because gratitude makes you careful and care builds wealth. Here's a Thanksgiving exercise I give my clients. Write down 3 financial wins from the past year, no matter how small. Maybe you paid off a card. Maybe you built your first budget. Maybe you finally stopped using credit for groceries. Write them down. Then write one sentence about how those wins make you feel. You'll start to see the pattern. Gratitude and growth move together, because when you appreciate what you have, you attract more to appreciate. Now let's talk about the practical side. Saving your first $1,000 is about speed, not perfection. Sell something. Pick up overtime. Cut a subscription you don't need. Move fast, get that first win, and celebrate it. After that, keep the gratitude cycle going. Every time you hit a goal, even a small one, take 5 seconds to say, I'm proud of me. That little moment rewires your brain to chase progress instead of comfort. You can't build wealth if you're always chasing what's missing. You build it by nurturing what's growing. Be thankful that you're learning, not lost. Be thankful that you care enough to change. Be thankful that this Thanksgiving you have a plan instead of just problems. If you're serious about turning small wins into long-term wealth, fill out the client assessment form. The link's in the description below. We'll build your system together so next Thanksgiving you can look back and say, I'm thankful for the person I became. Invest steady. Compound your net worth.